All right, so we continue on the question number that we are looking at. As I said, is 1. It is giving practical examples, discuss the importance of research, right? So we just want to spend the few of the minutes that we have to look at the importance of research. Yeah, just the importance of research, not really the motivation behind research. That's a different question. Yeah, we want the importance of research. If research is important, then what could be some of the importance of research that you need to pay attention to? Okay, these points have been extracted from the module, the same module, right? It's only that in the module they are not expanded; they're just listed. But so I've tried to go a little bit, a deeper, finding out and bringing and putting everything together so that it can be something that comes out, logically and making sense. So that's the idea behind the conversation, just to present the importance of research. Yeah, making it that research is very important. Confirm you can see the screen and you can hear me clearly.
Very clear, sir.
Thank you. All right, let's get started now. So number 1, the importance of research. Research is very important in management. Just as I'm just putting together the same answers that you've already given me. So number 1, research is very important in management, right? For example, you need research in product identification. Now, this is very important. When you want to identify a product or a potential product that is there to meet the needs of the customers around and their preferences, or that dance according to the trends that are there in that particular industry, then the companies have to make sure that they conduct research for them to align their products with the demands that are there. This is according to the proposition made by Kotra in the year 2016. Okay, so it's that. We research in management, number 1, for product identification, for us to really identify what our customers need, right? Obviously, we need to go and research. And by the way, you might have heard of the people who think about, starting a business. By the way, you cannot start a business without a product, okay? And I'm using the word product technically, since you're professionals and you're technical people. You understand that when I say a product refers to both the goods and services, isn't it? That's the product. That's how we have been understanding it from our end. So you need a product. You need to have at least a good or a service that you are selling. Now, there is no business without selling. All businesses hinge around selling. So it's very important that you understand that now before you start selling, what is it that you're going to sell? So for you to come up with something that cannot easily be moved out of the market, or something that is that is aligning to the preferences of the people and the demands that they want, you need to conduct a research. That point is clear. You need to conduct research for you to identify the demand, right? For you to identify the demand, you need to conduct research, because what research will do is that it will provide some insights, to you about the customer needs and even their buying behaviors, right? Yeah. Research is very good because sometimes actually it can help you to predict the future demand and the future of the product that you have, or how the demand of that same product is likely to be in the near future. Research is important. It will help you as you identify the demand area, what people really want, what are the needs of the people. And again, when you do a research, then everything will be very fine. This is according to the writings of Armstrong in 2018. That's what it said. Okay. Research is very important in management. We are still looking at research in management. It's very important for product development, okay? Because it's there to guide the product development process. From the time you conceive the product up to the time you launch the product, you go through the process of testing the prototypes and getting also the feedback from the people or from that segment where you have tested your product. You need to gather the feedback. All that will require you to get into research, like serious research. Research is very important for product development as well, not just the identification. Remember, it's a process. You identify, you find and keep quiet. That's research. And again, to develop that same product, which is another thing you need to research. You need to research for product pricing, right? As you price the products, you need the research. Yeah, even in advertisement, right? You may be interested to learn that you need research because when you're advertising, research will help you to design some effective marketing campaigns. When you understand your target audience, without you researching, you may not understand your target audience. You got the point. Don't just jump into the market without understanding the market. Then your research actually will even guide you on what methods you use as you are trying to deliver that message to those people about the product that you have to offer to them. Through research, you can even know the buying habits of the people, right? These are some of the things that were just put forward by others. Okay. Now, you may be interested to also get to learn that research is very important in production. Okay. In the production process. Others have already said these points. I'm just trying to expand them as well. So in production, research is very important, right? Because you will need to forecast, right? So what research will do, it will help you to predict the future demand using some historical data as you are forecasting, that is in production, and make the trends. That will help you to have a plan on how you're going to be producing, right? Are we going to increase the production of this commodity, or are we going to reduce based on the way how the demand is projected to be? So research does help you to get to have all that understanding. Then you can know that, okay, are we going to really increase the levels of production, or we're going to shrink them down, right? It is the same research that can help us to, control the same inventory levels. Yeah, when especially we analyze the sales patterns, the supply chains, dynamics, among others, or even the storage costs. So when we research, in short, we are saying that the inventory can be put under control. You can control the inventories very well. So research is very good because it can also help you in controlling the quality, right? Because, if you have the department of quality assurance, then the department will be, will need to undergo, to be conducting some research so that they can know, what quality or to what level should be the quality that should meet the demands and the standards of the people around. If you have not researched, then you may not know the demands of the people. You may not even know the standards that are set there. Remember, you're always there to benchmark, right? Benchmarking is very crucial, very pertinent. We need to benchmark all the time as we are trying to work, so that at least the quality that we have of work is not compromised. Yeah, you do quality. Do a course. There is a course that is called the quality assurance. there is a course. Yeah, I've forgotten who do that course. Is it the BBA major? Is it? Yeah, but others do a course. There is a course called quality assurance. So basically, if you have done a research, the message is that through the research, you will be able to ensure that the quality that you provide is very good. Okay, it's meeting the demands. Research is very important as well. You know, to the personnel, right? The personnel. It's very important. For example, in management planning, someone raised this point. You remember this point? Someone raised this point, right? So in management, research will support strategic management planning, by providing data on industry trends, competitive analysis, internal capacities, just, capacitating you to make informed decisions. This is according to the writings of David in 2016, right? He said that. Now, you will be interested to learn that as a management, if there is any management that does not value research, then your management is in problems, right? Because if you are managing without researching, then how do you get to make sound decisions? Remember, research drives the world. Research is there to make sure that at least when we are researching, the whole world actually is driven by research, really. So as management, you need research for planning purposes, right? Research is very important as well in a performance appraisal system, right? Yeah. If you check properly, according to the to what is there, is that research will help you to design some effective performance appraisal systems, right? There is a course called operations management. I don't know, I've forgotten who do that course. In operations management, you learn how to set up these systems, right? You should be able to learn how to set up these systems, performance appraisal systems. Now, listen carefully. These same, appraisal systems, they can be well set if we incorporate research, right? Because, what research will do will help you just to design very effective of those systems by just helping you to identify some key performance indicators that we call the KPIs, right? The key performance indicators. You also learn this as well in strategic management about the key performance indicators and the best practices thereof. Yeah. So if you want to do some accurate employee evaluation to the HRs, we have HRs in class here. We should have some HRs here as well. As you're doing the employee appraisals, right? Research is very critical. It can help you as well. Right. Now, sometimes you may be in the position of wondering what type of leadership as management to go, to go for, right? Because there are different types of styles of leadership, and their impacts on employee performance are different, right? So, what research will do, it will help you on which one is the most appropriate according to that particular particular audience or group of employees that you are having. Having said all these things, up to this point, let me just warm up people for questions in the next 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah, I will be giving you time to give questions and give your own further comments, and additions, right? Additions will be very important and welcome, right? So even in the training methods, right? the research will be needed. So research is very, very important. Okay. Yeah. You see, sometimes as HR, you're wondering how to structure and how to administer the payrolls. You don't know how to do it. But when you research will help you. We ensure that those competitive and the equitable salary structures are put in place, especially as you're going to be benchmarking against the industry standards. Now, for you to know the industry standards and analyze all these, the cost of living, the market conditions, among others, you need research. Okay, you need research. So it's really broad, right? It's a lot. It's a lot of work. So when you talk about research, um, someone can still argue, say, sir, most of the things that I've said are things that are known. But really, when you are researching, you are looking for, there are different classifications of research. I think you heard about that. So I think your understanding of research this time around is a bit different, at least a bit much more elevated. So this is what is going on. So when you talk about research, you're going to be even taking time to just find out, like you go to literature, you review literature, you just understand the trends, how the variables impact each other. You design a proper questionnaire to find out maybe from your employees or from this group of people. That's a process of researching as well. So research is indeed very critical. To summarize, we are saying that research is very important in what? In management, because it helps us in product identification, in demand identification, in product development, product pricing, design of advertisement, and the studying of the buying behaviors. All those are examples, right? That's it there to just help you understand how important research is in management. We've also said that research is important. It's important in production, right? Because you need to forecast, you need to control the inventory, you need to check the determinants of the quantity to produce, and you also have to ensure that the quality is controlled. All that will require serious research for you to run to do all these functions very well. And we have ended by commenting that research is also important in personnel. For example, in management planning, in performance appraisal systems, in leadership styles, in training methods, in labor warfare, and in salary administration. Those are some of the points that we have brought to light in this particular conversation. Okay, now I call for some questions. So these are just the references. I was just trying to put all these things so that they can maybe make some sense. Okay. But when you're writing, by the way, you don't need to, answering that question, you don't need to put all these references. As I say, it's an assignment. In an exam, read. You don't need to start citing. I was trying to provide evidence from each line, right? Each line, each point, I provided evidence. Like I was not just speaking from the head, right? There are points everywhere. Like there is some recognition of the people that have proposed all these things. So that's why it's there. So you'll have all these put in place, and but you may not necessarily need to cite in an exam setup. You just need to remember these points and expand them using your own words. Okay, you don't need to put references like at the end of as you are writing in the exam. No, we do this unless if this is an assignment, because me, I had enough time to sit down and organize this work. So that's why. It has come out like this. Okay. Remember always to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's very important. Okay. Ensure you're just subscribed to the channel.